Tell me about your plans for staying productive during the holiday season. Hey guys, it's Dave here from Elite Coaching and Training, and man, it's been a while since I've given you an update, and I've got lots of great excuses. I was on a little bit of a speaking tour, and we were doing some publicity for the book, but at the end of the day, I'm just like you. I failed in one place. I failed to schedule time in that incredibly hectic schedule that I had over the last 60 days to be intentional with my video updates. So I made a commitment today to get back on board with my video updates for those of you who subscribe to my YouTube channel. And my commitment to you is that in 2023, I'm going to be more intentional with my videos, and I'm going to be more consistent and predictable on when and how often I'll have these video updates out for you. I hope. With that being said, I want to talk to you about the topic we had this morning in one of our training sessions, and that had to do with how do you stay focused, how do you be predictable with your work during the holiday seasons when everybody else is focused on a lot of other things. If you watch my videos, you know that this be greater than average is kind of our mantra at Elite Real Estate Coaching and Training. And so I want to talk a few minutes about what the average real estate agent is out there doing in the weeks and days leading up to the holiday season. Now, before I do that, I want to make sure that I'm not relaying a message that you shouldn't spend time with your family. In fact, just the opposite. I think when you work hard, you should play hard. And if playing hard for you means spending a lot of time with your family and your loved ones, then you should do that. So what most of us can't afford to do, though, is take off for 2 or 3 weeks at a time, unless it was planned. Unless you said, when you were looking at your calendar, you circled December and the Christmas and New Year's time period, and you said, you know what, I'm just not going to work those 2 or 3 weeks. You planned it properly. You did all the work leading up to it. You've got a great recovery plan in place for when you do return to work after the holidays. So if you haven't done those things, then you can't afford to do what the average real estate agent is going to do. And that is wake up in January going, oh crap, I've taken my foot off the gas. But if you're going to behave differently, then you need to be very intentional with that. So what do the next 3, 5, 6, 7, 10 days look like in your life as a real estate professional? Clearly, most of us aren't going to work Christmas Day. And the vast majority of us probably won't work Christmas Eve, and most of us aren't going to work New Year's Eve and probably even New Year's Day. So there's a good 4 days of work that we're all probably not going to be working. So what do you do before then? What are you doing after then? If your office is closed, our office is going to be closed some of those days. What I was teaching our people is give yourself some homework assignments that you're working on while you're home, so that you don't waste an entire long period of time being non-productive. You've heard me say this before. It's worth repeating right now. Today's busy agents did the hard work 90 days ago. 90 days from now, we're going to be full force running into the spring market. And now is the time that champions are going to be made. So this is kind of the pre-season, if you will, to the spring market. So what hard work can you be working on? Is your marketing strategy in place so that you leverage your listings properly in 2023? Do you have your game plan for your pop buys already established for 2023? Do you know what those pop buys are and when you're going to be doing them? Do you have a system and strategy in place to stay in touch with all of the people in your sphere of influence? What is your open house strategy going to look like in 2023? What other lead generation sources do you need to refine from 2022 so that you're more productive with those things in 2023? What does your advertising and marketing strategy look like in 2023? What does your advertising and marketing budget look like in 2023? How much of your business income will you reinvest into marketing and advertising this next year? These are the kind of things that you should spend the little slower months refining, and this is the perfect opportunity to do that so that you're ahead of your competition when the spring market hits. One of the most important pieces of this is that leveraging your listings. From the things that we have discovered here in our office, we know that every time you list a home, if you market it properly, it should be generating an additional 1, 2, and in some cases even 3 pieces of business for you. You can find a buyer for that home. You can meet the neighbors because of the work that you're doing listing a home and pick up the neighbor's listing. The NAR statistics on that say that when you put a home on the market, 3 of the closest 20 neighbors are going to entertain putting their home on the market when you do that. So what is your strategy to meet them, communicate with them, and let them know that you would like to be an option when the time comes? Now is the time for you to focus on that. And guys, it's not going to be easy when the whole world is running around and Christmas shopping and spending time doing all these other things. It's the professional's ability to stay focused that will make the difference. So what are you going to do to stay focused this next year? If you need help with that, please reach out to me. I would love to sit down and brainstorm with how you become more disciplined with your calendar, or what strategies you're going to implement in 2023 so that you can have more predictable income. Real estate does not have to be a up and down business. It doesn't have to constantly be, I'm rich, I'm broke, I'm rich, I'm broke. It can be incredibly predictable if you have the right systems and strategies in place to make it predictable. I know that when we build out the right systems and strategies, and we figure out what it is that you're really going to commit to doing for the entire year, that we can help you make that income a lot more predictable. I hope you like the videos. If you do, please click the share, like, love, and the little bell, which will give you notifications. Subscribe to the channel. It costs you nothing. It does help me. And if there's anything I can do for you, please don't hesitate to reach out. Until then, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is that you celebrate. It is a good time of year to reflect on the successes of your year and to enjoy the moments that we do have with our family. My hope for you is that you have an amazing 2023, but you won't have an amazing 2023 by accident. If you're going to have a great 2023, it's because you were intentional with your behavior and you were a lot better than average. Because the average agent's going to sell 5, 6, 7 homes a year. And I don't know about you, but in my market, that's not enough income for people to live an amazing, abundant life. I want to work with agents who have aspirations and the work ethic to sell 5 or 6 homes a month. If you need any help, reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll talk to you soon.